Coco Gauff donates $30 million to support homeless youth and young athletes. When Coco Gauff stepped onto the stage at the New York City Sports Humanitarian Gala, few in the crowd expected what came. Next, she had already been recognized for her incredible rise to the ranks of tennis, a Grand Slam champion, a symbol of poise and determination, a global role model. But that night, under the glowing lights and applause of her peers, she quietly redefined what true greatness means with her characteristic humility. Gauff at the microphone paused and smiled. "I've been blessed beyond measure," she began, her voice steady yet emotional. "But I've also seen the world beyond the courts, and I can't ignore the kids who dream but don't even have a roof over their heads. This is for them." Then came the announcement that silenced the ballroom. Coco Gauff was donating $30 million, the majority of her career earnings and endorsement income, to establish the Gauff Foundation for Youth Empowerment, an initiative aimed at supporting homeless youth and young athletes from underprivileged backgrounds around the world. Gasps and applause. Some in the audience were visibly moved to tears. It was more than a donation. It was a declaration of purpose, a gesture born from empathy. At just 21 years old, Coco Gauff had already achieved what most athletes only dream of: a Grand Slam title, multi-million-dollar endorsements, and a global fan base. Yet, those close to her knew that she was never driven by money or fame. What moved her was meaning, the idea that her success could be used to open doors for others. The inspiration for the foundation, as Gauff later shared, came from a visit to a youth shelter in Los Angeles in early 2024. After a charity exhibition match, she spent hours talking with homeless teens, some aspiring athletes, others simply trying to survive another night. One 14-year-old girl told Gauff she wanted to play tennis but couldn't afford lessons, much less a racket. Another boy described running track barefoot because his family couldn't buy shoes. "I remember leaving that night and cry in the car," Gauff recalled in an interview with the Players Tribune. "These were kids my age when I started playing. Kids who had the same fire, but no opportunity. I realized that if I ever wanted to make a difference, it had to be something real, something lasting. The $30 million donation would become that something real inside the Gauff Foundation. The Gauff Foundation for Youth Empowerment will be headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, Gauff's home base, and will operate programs across North America, Europe, and Africa. Its mission: to provide housing, sports, scholarships, and mentorship for homeless and at-risk youth, with a special focus on those who aspire to athletic or academic excellence. The Foundation's funds are divided into 3 core initiatives. The Home Core program converts abandoned or underutilized community spaces into shelters and recreation centers, combining safe housing with sports facilities. The SERVE project offers full athletic scholarships, equipment, and training support for promising young athletes from low-income or homeless backgrounds. The Match Point mentorship network pairs young athletes with professionals in sports, health, and education to provide long-term guidance and career development. In its first year, the foundation aims to build 5 home court centers in Atlanta, Los Angeles, New York City, Johannesburg, and Manila, with plans for global expansion within 5 years. This is more than charity. It's personal. Gauff's parents, Corey and Candy, who have guided her career since childhood, said the initiative reflects Coco's true heart. She's always been empathetic. Her father shared, even when she was young, she'd ask, "Why can't every kid have what I have?" She's seen both sides of success, the pressure and the privilege, and she wants to use it to balance the scales. Candy Gauff, Coco's mother, added, "We raise or believe that your blessings aren't yours to keep. They're meant to be shared." Indeed, Coco's act was a spontaneous decision, but the result of years of reflection. Those close to her describe her as introspective, someone who journals regularly and often writes about social issues. She's been quietly researching how youth homelessness connects with sports opportunities, said longtime mentor Patrick Muradoglu. She told me once, "Tennis saved my life. What if I can make it save someone else's?" That's exactly what she's doing now. Voices from the community. News of Gauff's. Donations spread like wildfire across social media and the global sports community. Fans hailed her as a role model, while public figures and fellow athletes praise her sense of responsibility. NBA star LeBron James posted on X, formerly Twitter, "Coco Gauff just changed the game on and off the court. That's what leadership looks like." Clapping hands, medium skin tone. Trophy #respect. Tennis legend Serena Williams, Gauff's longtime idol and now Klosmaner, wrote on Instagram, "Proud. Doesn't even begin to describe it. Coco, you're proving that greatness isn't just about how many titles you win. It's about how many lives you touch." Meanwhile, at a homeless shelter in Atlanta, 17-year-old Elijah Moore, a track athlete who'd been struggling to stay in school, said through tears, "I saw Coco play when I was 10. She made me believe I could do it too. Now she's literally giving us a chance. It doesn't feel real. The power of sports." Experts say Gauff Initiative could reshape how the world sees the intersection of sports and social responsibility. Dr. Maria Bonitez, a sociologist specializing in youth development, explains sports have always been a pathway for social mobility, but access remains unequal beyond tennis. The legacy in motion. In her press statement, Gauff summarized the heart of her mission. Every child deserves a fair start, a safe home, a mentor, and a dream to chase. "I don't want to just play tennis. I want to change the world. One kid, one community, one serve at a time." Her words have since become the Foundation's official motto. As the month unfolds, corporate partners, philanthropists, and even rival athletes have begun pledging to support or replicate Gauff's model. Nike and New Balance have announced equipment donations. Major tournaments are planning charity exhibitions to benefit the foundation. The movement is growing, organically, authentically inspired by one young woman's belief in empathy as action. Epilogue, a champion in every sense. In the final moments of New York Gala, after the applause subsided and the cameras dimmed, Gauff returned her seat beside her parents. Reporters shouted questions. She waved politely, but declined interviews. Instead, she turned to her mother and whispered, "It's not about headlines, Mom. It's about hope." Later that night, as she walked alone through Central Park, she was seen pausing beneath a streetlight, hoodie up, hands in her pockets. Reflective, perhaps she was thinking about the children she had met or about the courts where her journey began. Maybe she was imagining the sound of laughter echoing from the shelters her foundation would build. Whatever she was thinking, one thing was certain. Coco Gauff had redefined what it means to be a champion, because in the end, the greatest victories aren't won with a racket, they're won with heart. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next